Well, it's finally here, isn't it? This much-delayed rematch. Dillian Whyte clamoured for it. Alexander Povetkin said, you want it, you've got it. Here it is. The rumble on the rock reaches its crescendo. It's scheduled for 12 rounds. There aren't many that think we are going to need the 3 scoring judges at ringside for this one, because these two have both been on the deck quite a bit in recent fights. But who is going to land the decisive blow in this one? Will it be 2-0 for Povetkin, or will Whyte get his revenge? You heard the introduction there of Harold Knight, part of the training team. He was part of the Lennox Lewis team for a number of years, and Harold, the old super featherweight, has said he really wants to get an early blow there for Whyte, and he hasn't got his legs under him at all here, Povetkin, and he's really all over the place. Oh, that's incredible. He's in big trouble early, catches a left hook, needs to settle himself down here. Less than a minute to go. Boy, oh boy, these guys are throwing howitzers.
Nick, I don't think a single shot landed clean yet. I think they were all glancing off the gloves onto the target. A lot of that was just the sheer weight and the force behind the shot, pushing Povetkin off balance, in my opinion, there.
Well, I agree with you. I didn't see anything clean.
He's certainly dangerous coming back, and he doesn't seem hurt. He just seems to be a little bit of an issue with his balance. He keeps having that was a good shot from Whyte.
And he's taking it much better than the other ones. And Whyte really loads up with that right hook. Just about to say, Harold Knight was saying we've got to establish the jab. Well,
the jab was great at the start, wasn't it, Nick? He landed a really good jab and just did it again then.
Well, that's an explosive start to this one. Bambi on ice stuff from Povetkin. We'll be hoping he's got his legs under him now.
Good shot.
Oh, a good one, and Povetkin just rolls with it.
It's a faster start than I expected, Nick. I assumed and I thought that we'd have a little bit of a feeling out process, a bit more respect between both fighters, having both been on the floor last time when they fought.
Well, Whyte isn't holding back. He's throwing big stuff here. He does leave himself open when he does that.
That's a nice combination, nice counter. Right hand there, nice little move, slip right hand.
Povetkin felt it as well. The legs just buckled momentarily again. It's almost like he needed that to just wake himself up that first minute, Povetkin. It just wasn't here. Body shot. Povetkin rolls away again. Claiming the centre of the ring here. Well, that was a fast start, as you said. I think a lot of people thought, we'll have a nice, steady, ease your way into this one.
I certainly did.
That is beautiful work. That's what you're supposed to do.
Come at me. Come at me, bro.
Nana's a gamer.
Must be that nationwide 5G she got from cricket.
Oh, Nana got no mercy.
I'm scared.
More phone, more fun.
Yeah, it was just here, there, and everywhere, wasn't he, in that opening minute, Povetkin?
I think every shot just missed by like a millimetre, but that was the big shot that we said landed, and he took it well, Povetkin. But very fast pace for the first round, considering I was expecting both fighters, and I think a lot of people probably was.
I think it's risky from Whyte as well. I mean, it's a bit all or nothing, this strategy. He's either going to bomb him out of there very early, or he might get caught again. Rolling the dice here, Whyte. A very positive start from him, nevertheless.
Speaking of another heavyweight rematch, you know, Joshua Ruiz, just no chances taken.
Top of the head, and again he's a little bit off balance again. Sorry to interrupt you, Paul.
Okay. no chances taken, just felt like, you know, just win the fight and comfortably. And once you got the win, that's it. Don't engage, don't get involved. Dillian Whyte has just thrown that plan absolutely out the window. He's coming in, he's taking chances, and he's going for it.
He's reddening up all over the place, isn't he? Povetkin on his torso, rolling up against those ropes.
Yeah.
Hasn't managed to land anything of any note himself yet, the Russian, but as Dillian Whyte will attest, he only needs one chance. You know, when they were talking about this rematch first off as well, a lot of people were saying, you know, even though it was Whyte that lost, the fight probably took more out of Povetkin than it did out of Whyte.
Yeah. Heavy knockdowns himself, you know, in that fight, and good shot again there from Whyte.
Textbook. Get off with the jab, bring the right cross into play.
There hasn't been a person, to finish that sentence, there hasn't been a person that's been in the ring with Dillian Whyte and had an easy night. You know, Anthony Joshua included. He's a tough night's work for anyone. Just looking a bit unsteady on his feet, Povetkin, and he did in the first round, even before anything major landed. He caught a little bit of a shot around the back of the head. Nothing too big or too eye-catching. Just doesn't seem like his balance is the best at the moment.
It's really strange.
Little bump under the left eye of Povetkin as well, bit of bruising.
Yeah, Whyte has been a bit more thoughtful and a bit more patient in this second round, which means we haven't quite had the fireworks. The left hand does land from Povetkin. Not through that time. Oh, and again, he's every time he throws that left hand, you're just thinking, oh, what's going to happen? We all know what happens if Alexander Povetkin lands clean. Another man you know very, very well, a fellow Liverpudlian, David Price, absolutely wiped out by Povetkin, having previously put him on the floor. He is always dangerous.
Devastating shot and very good, obviously, recuperation. You know, good shot there from Povetkin.
Yeah, and it was the right hand as well.
Just glanced off the back of the head of Whyte.
That was pretty crude and wild. Well, that was better, right on the belt.
At AutoZone, you get what you need when you need it. Got a today job? Pick it up free same day at your local AutoZone. More of a tomorrow project? Order as late as 10 p.m. with free next day delivery. Getting the job done just got easier.
Саша, заходи, перед ним не оставайся. Заходишь без удара, с ударом дёрнули.
So, not quite the drama there, but there is a textbook jab cross.
Good shot. Sometimes they're the offsetting shots. You know, you're expecting a fast 1-2, but there's a pause between them. Catches it out. Certainly caught Povetkin out there. Boxing well, Dillian Whyte. He's taken too many chances for my liking, but he's his own man, and this is his game plan. This is what he's coming to do. 2 good rounds off him. See Povetkin trying to squat down there, trying to get the strength back in his legs. There's something up with his legs.
It's just not moving very well at all. Well, here we are in round 3 then. Being very, very watchful, the Russian. Slow to get going, but it's only going to take one to land clean and detonate. Oh, Whyte landed there. There's those big looping right hands, and he is loading up with his shots, Whyte. There's the jab again. You hear Harold Knight just saying, there you go. I mean, that is there for him.
People forget as well with Whyte, he's had extensive experience in K1, kickboxing, Thai boxing, MMA. You know,
hello.
He slipped on the Toblerones on the side, the advertising. He's had a lot of experience in K1, MMA. I remember watching a spar with him and Rampage Jackson. And after 4 rounds, Dillian put the shin pads on and kicked for 4 rounds as well. You know, he's a tough man. He's experienced in all the rough stuff inside.
Povetkin not able to land clean there.
Oh, good
He
shot from
landed
Whyte.
clean there, though. Whyte rocked him back with that right hand. Well, that's got his attention, hasn't it? And he follows up with a big right hand over the top as well, and Povetkin has taken it and taken it well.
Staying patient, Dillian Whyte. He knows what to expect from Povetkin. He knows it's not over till it's over. As you said before, we've seen him hurt bad before off the likes of David Price and others, and he still comes back.
And he kept his wits about him against Whyte in that first fight. Like we said earlier in the evening, Paul, that wasn't some lucky punch he just pulled out on somewhere. But when Whyte got sloppy, he set it up perfectly and delivered brilliantly. So he's taken a couple of good right hands here, Povetkin. I'd like to see a lot more of that jab because it's there for him all day, isn't it?
First shot that he landed was that jab, and it was a clean, solid jab, knocked the head back of Povetkin. I'm sure it'd feel like a right hand of many other fighters being hit with a jab of someone of Dillian Whyte's size and stature.
There it is, two more. He can make this night very easy for himself if he wants to, Whyte. Sit behind that jab. Again, looking for the big right hand. Taken a couple really well in this round earlier, Povetkin, and that was a really solid, unprofessional performance in that third round from Dillian Whyte, who bossed it.
Getting sharper and sharper every round.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Xavier Miller saying you're getting sharper every round.
Yep, I have to agree.
I just like this jab. There's that right hand that came in and rocked Povetkin.
Timed that perfectly, didn't he? Landed right on the nose, that hurtful shot. They're not necessarily the shots that daze you and take your legs away, but they're the shots what sting and hurt.
Keep your hands close. He's trying to catch you where you turn. He's trying to come in low and bump.
Circle right and left and then come back.
Yes, exactly. Keep your hands close to you, though. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or you roll. You see what I'm saying? But always stay behind the jab. Mix it up, too. Mix that jab up. Beautiful work. Keep doing good. Listen, maintain.
Decent fighter in his day, the old Shadow. Before your time, I remember him though. Back in the 80s, boxed for a world title. It was Rocky Lockridge, Harold Knight, before finding his true vocation as a trainer. Nice start to this round from Whyte, who is boxing well, but he was boxing well in the first fight. He's got him again with a big one. And he's in trouble again, Povetkin, but this is when he's dangerous. As Whyte looks to go for broke, and they're both just throwing bombs now. Here in round 4.
This is what we expected. One fighter will get hurt, it'll catch fire, and then they'll both open up at the same time. Dillian Whyte needs to be careful.
Well, he looks unsteady, doesn't he, Povetkin? But always dangerous.
And then 30 seconds, 40 seconds go by and he's recovered. That's what you have to remember with him. He recovers really well. Always dangerous.
Landed another jab there, Whyte, and brought another one in, but couldn't land the right hand off the back of it.
I think the corner work and the advice for Dillian Whyte in between rounds has been good so far, and the advice next has to be, you know, listen, it's a 12-round fight. The more you catch him and hurt him, you don't need to jump on him to close the show. A couple of rounds later, them shots are going to put him down. He's not going to get back up. He's not going to recover.
He can't miss with these
Still
jabs.
fresh at the moment. You're right. He can't miss.
There's no head movement from Povetkin at all.
He's still dangerous. He's jabbing, slipping inside, still looking for that uppercut or the left hook, which he throws very, you know, unorthodox. The way he lifts his elbow so high.
You know Dillian Whyte better than me. He'll want the highlight reel finish. He'll want his revenge in spectacular fashion. He'll want people talking about the knockout. But I tell you, he can make life easy for himself just sitting behind that jab, because Povetkin's got no answer to it at all.
You're right. He'll want a highlight reel just as bad as the one he had on himself. Another good right hand there from Dillian Whyte. A lot of reddening just appeared on the forehead of
He's got him
Povetkin.
again.
Right hand.
And again. And he wobbles again. Little left hand gets him on the floor. Whyte makes the breakthrough in the 4th round, just as he did back in the summer. But he's all over the place, and Victor Loughlin says that'll do it. He gets his redemption. He gets his revenge. He gets his reward. Dillian Whyte back in business.
I think he's getting the stool for Povetkin for him to sit on. So much respect between both fighters.
Yeah, that is a really nice touch. I'll tell you what, Victor Loughlin did a good job there, the referee.
I've said it for a long time. I like a lot of the referees in this country, but for me, Victor Loughlin's the standout one. At the moment, for me, he's the best referee in the country, and really good stoppage. Just as he stopped it, I'm 99% certain I saw the towel being thrown in behind him.
Yeah,
so
they knew.
He called it right. They knew, and
Dillian knew as well. Look how he's standing there. Just, hey, you okay? Is everything all right? You know, I don't think he was right from the first bell, Alexander Povetkin. Something was not right with him tonight, and I thought that all week.
And in the first round, when we said about the shots that were missing, they were glancing the back of the head. I don't know if one's landed and just, you know, disoriented Povetkin or not, but he didn't look steady on his legs. He looked a bit unsteady. He looked a bit wobbly, as you said at the start. Listen, we don't know, but one tough man, one tough old champion who's had a great career, both amateur and professional. And there's no shame in losing to Dillian Whyte after doing what he did to him in the first fight. He's had some career, Povetkin. Some career.
You're not kidding. Especially as an amateur, you know, world amateur champion, Olympic gold medalist. You know, and there is, and always is going to be at this level, huge respect. Well, that's what he wanted. He got his highlight reel finish after all. And his career is right back on track. He gets that interim belt back. He knows the way these things are going, it's going to be a while before he gets his shot. With Joshua and Fury seemingly lining up a 2-fight deal, he'll have to wait, but at least he's got his belt back. He's got his credibility back. He's got his career back. And he's exercised a lot of demons tonight.
You can hear the corner saying great job, and it was a great job. Good performance tonight, gutsy performance as well for the tactics and the way he fought. I thought he was going to go in and try and do what Joshua did against Ruiz, box on the back foot, keep it simple, don't take any chances, make it easy, but he didn't. He did it in exactly the style that we're used to with Dillian Whyte, and just went for it.
Yeah, another look at the finish then. He looked a bit wobbly and uncertain. That one caught him anyway, and he was definitely wobbly and uncertain. The legs had gone again, and that's a heavy old knockdown. And Victor Loughlin saw the eyes there and looked at him and said, oh no. Yeah, look at those legs. I mean, he could barely, and as you said, the towel came in, but those legs were betraying him, weren't they? But the legs never looked right from the get-go.
No, they did. That was a really good stoppage. As I've said about Victor Loughlin, he's a top referee, and that was a good stoppage. Listen, your health is the most important thing. The health of the fighters and the safety of the fighters is paramount, and we can't stress that enough. And let's have it right. You're not exactly saving Alexander Povetkin for another day, are you? You're saving him for his long-term health, his longevity, and his day-to-day life. Now he's going to go home and enjoy his family and his retirement, hopefully, and retire having had an absolutely phenomenal career, amateur and professional. And hats off to him. He's been a great champion in the past.
Trademark Dillian Whyte left hook finishes this one, and there was no getting up from this time. Did it in the summer, but no way back from that. How good must that feel for Dillian Whyte? He was under such pressure. He may not even admit it publicly, but he was under an awful lot of pressure tonight. If this had gone wrong, well, there would have been nowhere for him to go. And such a lovely, classy touch there. Acknowledged by Povetkin's team as well.
He's always done that, Dillian Whyte, with the big stool. The heavyweights, when they're sitting down on a smaller stool, it's more work for them to get back up in between rounds and actually working out instead of resting. So he's always brought his own stool, and as you say, a nice bit of class there from Dillian Whyte.
Who said he was washed up? I don't think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Victor Laughlin calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes and 39 seconds of round number 4. Your winner by RSC and the new WBC Diamond and WBC Interim Heavyweight Champion of the World, Dillian, the Body Snatcher.
500 fans, almost sounded like 5,000 in there, or maybe we've just not been used to hearing crowd noise for so long. And he is loving it. Centre stage, got that belt back, got the adulation of the crowd. And it's all turned out right on the night. On balance, a very, very accomplished performance. Worked so well behind that jab, and I don't think Harold Knight will be leaving this coaching setup that Dillian Whyte has put together.
Looked in really good shape. You can tell he's had a really good camp. He's worked hard. He's on weight, obviously, for what his optimal fighting weight will be. He looks in good shape, and that was a good performance. As I said, he's took a lot of chances, which we felt was unnecessary, but he had a lot of demons to exercise tonight. Yeah. He'll have had a lot of sleepless nights after the last fight, being laid out like that on his back, losing his title, losing his position, losing his mandatory position, and it will have hit him hard. So tonight, that can be forgiven for just going for it and taking too many chances, but that's the type of man that he is. He's a proud man, he's an old school fighter, and it's paid off for him tonight, and I'm really, really happy for him.